YouTube, what is going on, guys? Yes. As you know who I am. It's the Red Mr. NFC Ninja, and I'm here with the post-match review of Liverpool versus Manchester United. What a game, guys. We battered them. They started quite decent. 10 minutes in, and they thought, yeah, we come to Anfield, we do something. I was a little bit like, okay. But Liverpool were just putting the feelers out. Simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. So literally just that. Putting the feelers out, getting a feel for their formation, and eventually just turning on the heat. And then 15 minutes in, we had settled, pinging the ball around, pinned in their own half, till about the 35th minute when they had a little bit more of the ball. And guys, we was just battering them. We was absolutely battering them. We scored a perfectly good goal from Roberto Firmino after a Van Dijk challenge on De Gea. Like, Van Dijk wasn't even looking at the goalkeeper. He was looking at the ball. He jumps up. It's a challenge. Hands were nowhere near De Gea. De Gea caught the ball and then dropped the ball, and then obviously, it gets round to Firmino, who just bends it in. How is that not a goal? That is just ridiculous. VAR ruled it out. I thought the rule was now, that a referee goes down to the screen and decides whether it's a foul or not. Why did we not see him go to the screen and decide on whether that was a foul or wasn't a foul? If that was a foul, guys, then you know what? We should just make it so that you cannot challenge the goalkeeper and have done with, because you can't foul the keeper any less than that. You can't. It's impossible. For me, that was a perfect goal. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Should have did. The other goal from Wijnaldum, that he was offside. Clearly, you could see. Great decision from the linesman, because it was quite tight, but the linesman was on point, and VAR checked it, and it was offside. So we scored 3 goals. Technically, we scored 3 goals in the first half. All right, the offside one, but we still scored it. It doesn't count. The other goal, the Van Dijk, the Firmino goal was perfect. That should have stood. And obviously, the first goal, the Van Dijk header, was just a bullet. Like, good night, cheers, thanks for coming. Like, Rose jumped out the water like a salmon and just like, boof, great goal, wicked header. De Gea, no chance. And from then on, from when we got that kind of earlyish goal, I thought, all right, this is going to be a battering, and it was. We just didn't get that little slice of luck, and there was some fantastic play with a corner after corner. I think we must have had about 8 to 12 corners or something ridiculous like that. We was pummeling them, man. Aaron Wan-Bissaka had one of the worst games I've ever seen him. He just didn't know what he was doing. Mane and Robertson was just killing him, man. I thought the lesson was going to be down the right side on Williams and Shaw. I felt like that was the weaker side to United, not bloody Lindelof and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. That's the stronger side. That's the stronger, more speedier, more physical side, to be honest. Guys, great performance. Brilliant. I don't know what to say. I'm just so happy and just overwhelmed with this performance. We may well have blown our load a little bit come the end of the second half. Came out in the second half and we was fire. Absolutely fire again. We just could have made it 1 or 2 early in the second half, and for about half an hour, about 25 minutes when we came out in the second half, it's like Klopps said, go and make a statement. Use this team as an example to the rest of the league. These are your rivals. Go out there and absolutely destroy them. It's like he done something to them, because when we come out, we was not playing around, guys. It was just pummeling them again. They just didn't know what to do, where to look, they had no idea, man. It was just an amazing performance. It was really good. So guys, towards the end, I think it was more of a case of us just relinquishing the ball a little bit and the space, and just basically sitting and just they're not going to score. It's a lot easier to score against us when we do push forward on the counter attack. So now we're sitting back. You can forget about it. I'm really comfortable with us when we sit back. I don't feel like we're be in trouble or anything. You know, obviously it gets a little nervy because, you know, there's always that time when you do concede. You can't go on not conceding forever. Well, actually, I don't know, guys. Let's go through the player ratings quickly and have a quick word about them. Alisson made some good saves, not much. Didn't have to make the save for the Martial roaster that just flew over the bar. That should have been 1-1. Sorry, that was their best chance. Other than that, he made 2 or 3 decent catches, and I think there's another one from Fred outside the box, quite far out, and he just kind of palmed it out for a throw-in type thing. That was it. Yeah. So I'm gonna give Alisson. He was chilled. Alisson was chilled. I'm gonna give him an 8. Van Dijk, man, like he got the goal. And his performance was immense. Like the last 10 minutes, the headers, like he was just in the right place at the right time, and he got the goal. He's close to a 10, man. He's really close to a 10. But I'm gonna go for just a 9.5. Had he scored 2 goals, Van Dijk, in that performance, he probably would have got a 10. Usually, you only get a 10 if he got a hat trick and man of the match. He didn't get man of the match. Jordan Henderson got man of the match. But yeah, 9.5 for Van Dijk. I thought he was ridiculous today. Robertson was really boss down that left side. Aaron Wan-Bissaka against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He was trying to press him high up the pitch, and then Mane just killing Lindelof and killing Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Those two did not know what was going on with him. Robertson, yeah, he was solid today. I'm giving him an 8.5. Gomez, just 8.5. Just covering. He was quietly solid today. Quietly solid. 8.5. Trent Alexander-Arnold, not as busy as usual. Bit of a quiet one for Trent today, but comfortable. No one getting down this side. Didn't see Shaw or Williams. I didn't even remember a cross from Shaw. No, Shaw was playing at centre back, that's why. But Williams just, my God, I don't know what that was about. Like Salah just kept Williams tucked away in his own half practically. I mean, Williams was trying to push up, similar to Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the first half early, but after a while he just ended up just sitting in his own box half the time. But Trent was quiet. I'm going to give Trent a 7.5 for this match. Midfield was Wijnaldum, Henderson and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Henderson was just brilliant today. Yeah, I'm going to give him, I don't think he was as good as Van Dijk. He had the shot from outside the box, which I thought was in, but De Gea got a hand to it, pushed it onto the post. He done one reverse ball from like Salah's. He was in the middle bursting through and he was going towards Salah's direction and he reversed past it all the way out wide to Mane or Robertson, one of them. And I was just like, wow, what is going on there, man? He literally was the ghost of Gerrard, like in the stadium today, like playing on that pitch. He was like Jordan. That is the best I've seen Jordan play in a long time. Like consistently, no mistakes, comfortable, getting forward. He was brilliant. He was definitely worth man of the match, and that is how, you know, captain of the this team at the moment on this run with this record. Anyways, guys, yeah, Henderson for me. I'm gonna give him an 8.5. Yeah, 8.5. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was also very good. He didn't look defensively suspect in any way whatsoever. He was getting in there. He was beating players. He was getting in. He was running back. He was running at the centre backs. He was good. He was good. He had a shot which De Gea got down well and saved. Bit of an attitude when he got substituted off for Lallana later on in the game. I can't lie. I did see a bit of a but it must have been one hell of an exciting game to play in, and you just want to continue. You don't want to come off and you want to make a mark. So I can get that little bit of frustration, but some players do have to give way. As I've said before, guys, and you don't want to listen to me, but I'm telling you, he was brought in as a squad player, a backup player, an impact player, and he's only playing because Fabinho has been out. So next game, expect to see Fabinho, Henderson and Wijnaldum resume in that 3-man midfield. Much like Keita and Shaqiri and Minamino, they are impact players. They are brought on to change the game. And if you don't know this, please learn that is how we set up with those solid three workhorse midfielders. You should know this by now. It's crystal clear to see that is Klopp's way. But yeah, Oxlade was good. He was very good. I will give him probably, I'll go for an 8. A nice solid 8 for Oxlade-Chamberlain. Made no mistakes as far as I can remember. Mane was brilliant. Guy was full of energy, running, tackling. Klopp subbed him near the end of the game because he was spent. He was backwards defending, covering Robertson, hassling Aaron Wan-Bissaka, chasing down Fred at times. It was brilliant. It was such a magnificent work rate from him today. Awesome, completely just awesome. I'm gonna give him an 8.5 as well. Firmino, brilliant. So unlucky he didn't get his goal. So unlucky. It's been a while now without a goal at Anfield. That should have really stood, and that would have been, what is it? I think like 4 in 5 or 5 in 6, something like that. His goal scoring record. And he's been scoring some important goals as well. Like literally one like last week against Tottenham in the Club Cup. He scored the semi-final, and then the final, another important goal. I think he got one against Watford. He scored some real important goals, and Firmino is actually finding a little bit of form and fire at the moment. That's really good. So today I'm gonna give him an 8, solid 8. So he gets an 8. Salah should have scored. He had an open goal, bloody tapping, and he misses it. This guy really frustrates me. He really does. But he always digs himself out of. He digs himself out. Somehow he just gets out of it. But he's really frustrating. And I've got to say, guys, I'll be honest with you. He's pulled up some good numbers this season and assists and stuff. But I do think if we are selling one of the front men, it would be Salah. I do think there's many places he can improve. It's weird also because he always scores the harder goal. Like just take the easy option. Like I mean, come on. Like instead you wait till like injury time and you want to run from the halfway line. Yeah. With a defender up your backside and then the Gea to beat, and you do it. Like, are you taking the piss, mate? Yeah, and like 10 minutes earlier, you couldn't even tap a cross in from, was it Mane or Robertson? And just to make it oh god, he's so frustrating. But yeah, I mean, apart from the goal, I thought it was okay. Didn't do much. I'm going to give him, without the goal, I probably would have given him a 7.5. With the goal, he jumps up to an 8. So yeah, Salah gets an 8 rating. We did see some substitutions, which was Divock Origi, who came on. The squad did look a little bit different from there. Shaqiri didn't make the squad. Apparently he's picked up a little knock. I don't really think that's the case. I think Shaqiri is on his way out. I'll be honest. I think he's on his way out of Liverpool FC. I think he'd probably like to hold on until the end of the season, pick up his trophies, and then move on with, on a high. But if he goes, that would be really cold. But he hasn't featured. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's injured. I don't know. I mean, it's really strange. But it is what it is. So guys, in place of Shaqiri was Fabinho, who came in. Minamino was also on the bench. Lallana was also on the bench. Williams and Phillips did drop out, so they wasn't in the squad. And Matip did return. Also in the squad, guys, which was a bit of a surprise inclusion kind of thing, was Curtis Jones. So yeah, we saw Curtis Jones. We are yet to see Minamino come on and play. So yes, guys, we did see the introduction of Fabinho, Divock Origi, and Adam Lallana. The players who went off were Roberto Firmino, Sadio Mane, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. The yellow cards, Mohamed Salah was our only yellow card. And obviously, as you know, I did predict man of the match was going to be Mohamed Salah. He got his goal. I thought he would terrorise Williams and Shaw a bit more. He'd done enough. He wasn't man of the match. Jordan Henderson was man of the match. But yes, and obviously, guys, the score prediction was bang on. 2-0 win for Liverpool. So, guys, we go 16 points clear with a game in hand. And this league title is wrapped up. We are not going to throw this away. It's getting more exciting now. I think the boys... I think they're just going to get better, get more and more confident as we get closer. Because there's no pressure now, is there? There's no one's up our ass. No one's there. They're way behind. So we can just play and just enjoy ourselves and just this record that we're trying to go for. I genuinely think we are trying to go through the season unbeaten. I really do. And I think we're trying to get this title wrapped up as soon as possible. I really do want to go through the season unbeaten. I'm not even lying. I want to wrap the title up. I want to go through the season unbeaten. But I think if we wrap up this title early, I do think there will be a lot of changes. Lovren will get game time. Naby will get a lot of game time. Milner, like players who aren't Shaq, players who aren't playing regularly would get game time. And I think, like, with Jurgen Klopp, he definitely would make changes. So, but does he want to go for that? 114 points total? I mean, you got to play your full strength team. We've got Champions League and everything to worry about. I don't know, guys. I can't see it. I think once the title was definitely wrapped up, I think he will start changing up the team. I think we might lose one or two. And I'll be really disappointed. I really would be. But I guess it's the league title that matters. Once you get that, you got it, innit? I mean, who cares for the loss after that? But I don't know, guys. It's a tricky one. Let me. What do you think? What do you think we're gonna do? Do you think Klopp's gonna do that? Do you think we're gonna keep playing the strongest side? I think it's important we still play the core of the team. Maybe one or two changes, but not the whole lot because we're playing really well. And we want a Champions League again, back to back. Try and emulate what Real Madrid done. Get this one, and then next season we go for the Champions League again and defend the league title. Try and do a double, like. Why not, guys? Like, we are in the prime of this team's in its prime this season. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. So anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap it up there. And I'll be back shortly with the preview of the Wolves game. So welcome back, guys. We are doing a preview for the Wolves game next. So guys, let's get this party started. As you can see on the screen, the bottom left corner, we have a few of the younger Reds are under 23s and under 18s. Just chilling out there, looking all cool, like champions. Well, not them, but you get where I'm coming from, innit, guys? You can see I'm amped. It is the same day after the victory over Manchester United that I'm recording this, so I'm still on a high. So guys, let's get underway. Let's start. We are going to start with the 3 dropped from our main squad, and they are the Angry Birds. And the Angry Birds are Nico Williams, Phillips and Harvey Elliott. They were recently dropped from our squad pretty much, and they're just kind of chilling. Our injury list, guys, yes, surprise surprise, he's back on it. Shaqiri, Naby Keita, James Milner, Dejan Lovren, but Dejan Lovren should be training this week, so he will be in contention for the Wolves game, I believe. So he may have a place on the bench. It will be sticky. I don't know who is going to drop. I don't think you need 2 defenders on the bench, so I would not expect to see Dejan Lovren on the bench. I'll be honest. Maybe Lallana will drop off the bench, but yeah, 2 defenders, 2 centre backs. Why would you have 2 centre backs? That will be interesting, guys. So we move on to Klopp's substitution. Origi, Curtis Jones, Minamino, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Adam Lallana, Joel Matip, and Adrian. Guys, that is the substitutes bench, predicted substitutes bench. So that leaves us Our first team, my predicted first team, the one I believe Klopp is likeliest to choose: Alisson, Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez, Alexander-Arnold, Gini Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, and Mohamed Salah. No surprises there. That is the team that finished against Manchester United this evening, and it is the team I believe he will pick for the rest of the season if it is fit. That solid midfield, full of heart, full of work rate, full of communication, full of desire, full of energy, full of technical ability, full of physicality. Just, it has everything. We do not have a weakness in this team. There is no way. How do you play us? We do not have a weak area. Like, everyone is banging on about, Trent at left back. Teams have tried to get there and go at him. They can't. There just is no way. What must they be doing? Like, when a team is about to play us, like Wolves now, I mean, what does their manager tell them? Like, what does he say that they can try and do that maybe would work against us? I mean, a lot of teams are doing this low block and playing like a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3 against us, and it's just not working. So all these sides are going through the notions of trying to work out a plan to defeat us or to not, but we don't have any weakness, and it's scary. And I think this is why we can just win after win, because other teams don't have no answer. They've come into the game already. They've already lost. Literally, they have already lost. The minute they step on the pitch, they have already lost. Whether it's at Anfield or whether it's at their own home ground, they've lost. So it doesn't even matter. So yes, guys, this is my predicted starting 11. Maybe some possible substitutions. What could we see if this isn't the starting 11? We could see maybe Mane doesn't start, and maybe we see Minamino start. Maybe, I don't know, Roberto plays out left. So let's just run through it quickly. So maybe Firmino plays out there, and Minamino comes in for. Supposed to go over him, but it's not. Comes in for Mane. I don't think that's going to be the case at all, but I'm just playing around, guys. What else could we do? I think that will be the starting lineup. I mean, we could. Henderson drops out. Maybe we could kind of maybe go like that. Minamino in behind. Away to Wolves, maybe. Henderson's worked hard. He's had a long run of games. Fabinho is back now. Or it could be the opposite side. It could be Gini Wijnaldum who drops out, and they go with Henderson and Firmino. But Wijnaldum did have an excellent game against United as well. I can't really see much room for manoeuvrability. Honestly, I can't. Curtis Jones isn't going to start. Divock Origi isn't going to start. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain could be a possibility. Maybe he starts over Minamino. Maybe we do something like that. Maybe Wijnaldum does drop out from time to time. Henderson could drop out. Wijnaldum comes back in, and we go like this. It's very interesting, guys. There is a few, but I do think if there is changes anywhere, it will definitely be in the midfield. Would you change VVD and Gomez? I think Matip's got to wait his turn now. He could be on the bench for quite a while. He's got to wait for an injury, or he's got to wait for the FA Cup or something. Maybe Trent has a rest. Maybe Robertson has a rest. Yeah, Klopp may well do that. Joel Matip in for Gomez. We rest Trent. Gomez goes out wide, which I really don't like, and Matip comes back in. I don't like that at all. I can't stand that when he does it. I don't think Joe likes playing right back. I don't think he's a right back either. I think it messes up with the connection between Salah and the right winger, the right back, sorry, wing back like Trent. So yeah, not for me either, guys. That one there, we tend to not do that with the left. Robertson usually just plays. Interesting. But yes, guys, drop me your starting lineups. What do you predict? What do you think the score is going to be? Who are your scorers and your man of the match? So guys, moving on to my man of the match. My predicted man of the match is going to be Roberto Firmino this time. It's an away game. It's against Wolves, in case you didn't know. And Firmino has been scoring a lot of away goals. He's in good form. He scored today against Man United, but it was ruled out and shouldn't have been ruled out. That would have been his first Anfield goal in a while, I think. But yeah, I'm going to put my money on him. He's in good form. He's seeing the goal. He's got confidence. He had a good game today. So I'm going to go Roberto Firmino to maybe a 1 or 2-0. Predicted score, I think Wolves is going to be tough. I reckon probably a 2. Wolves need points. They had a great comeback win against Saints at home. I think it's going to be 1 or 2-0. I think we're gonna play the occasion. And we're just gonna go and we're gonna do what we have to do. Yeah, I think we're gonna win. I'm gonna go for another 2-0 victory for us. I'm gonna go for a Roberto Firmino double. Imagine that, Roberto Firmino double. I think he's in good form. He's unlucky today. I think we will dominate the game. We're gonna play high up. We're gonna push. Yeah, and that will allow Firmino to get like in and around the box more. When we play deeper, Firmino has to come out past the halfway line usually to link those balls into Mane and Salah. When we compress the play, and we have Van Dijk and Gomez literally playing right here, this means that Roberto Firmino can really get in and around the box and not have to come all the way like to here to pick up the ball. He literally just plays on the edge of the box here, and he probably drops deep to here, and that's it. And he just moves around this area. This is Roberto Firmino's area. You know, when Van Dijk and Gomez are that high, when Van Dijk and Gomez are a lot deeper, he does drop really, really deep. He does drop sometimes to like here, especially when we're defending, because our midfielders, Firmino, Wijnaldum, are protecting our centre backs. So yeah, Firmino has to really drop. So yes, guys, they are my predictions. Double for Firmino. I'm gonna go for 2-0 again. And my man of the match, well, if he gets a double, it's gonna have to be Firmino, isn't it? So I'm gonna go across the board with Roberto Firmino to have a blinding game. Great game, good game. Let's see how that goes. So guys, this has been the match preview for Liverpool, for Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Liverpool at Wolves. Yes, I've been the Red Mist LFC Ninja, and I will see you soon, guys. Let's get this.